Welcome to the video Vort. It's hard to imagine two more disconnected topics in the Torah than the two that are juxtaposed in this week's Sedra. The first is the lechem hapanim, the showbreads, the challahs that were kept in the Beis HaMikdash. And the second is the story of the Mekalel, the individual who gets into a fight and ultimately ends up cursing Shem Hashem, Mekalel Shem Hashem. What do these two have to do with one another? Rashi jumps on the question and suggests that the juxtaposition of these two topics is that A led to B. The blasphemer, the Mekalel, began by demeaning and defaming the challahs of the Beis HaMikdash, claiming, incorrectly I might add, that they were old and stale and cold. And how do you have that in the Beis HaMikdash? Indeed, the Gemara in Menachos tells us that the challahs in the Beis HaMikdash were always fresh. They were fresh on day 9 as they were on day 1. A great miracle. But the Mekalel, the blasphemer, demeaned the challahs in the Beis HaMikdash, which led to a fight with his fellow Jew, which ultimately led to cursing Shem Hashem. So says Rashi. But perhaps it's a bigger point. And that is, it's not that the challahs in the Beis HaMikdash were stale. It was the Mekalel and his relationship that was stale. Because just like any relationship between two people, when it's stale, it can only lead to disaster. So too the relationship that we have with God, with the Beis HaMikdash, with the challahs, with Torah and mitzvos, if we allow it to become stale, can only lead to disaster. The message of the juxtaposition of the challahs and the Mekalel is that we must always keep our challahs fresh, our relationship with God fresh, with Torah and mitzvos fresh. And how do we do it? By constantly learning, by constantly seeing something new, whether it's reviewing the Parsha in Shul during Kriya, or learning a Masechta during the week, or anything in between. That's what gives us a fresh pair of eyes to keep our relationship with HaKadosh Baruch Hu fresh. May HaKadosh Baruch Hu bless us all with fresh challahs always. Good Shabbat.